Good afternoon and welcome. It is 3:30 on Monday, October 14th, and you have landed at Pat Mayer's Stampin' Up. Um, I was looking to see if something else was working, and so the words weren't coming out right. So this is Pat's Stamping Place, and I have something really exciting to show you today that I didn't even figure I was going to do until about an hour and a half ago. Excuse me. So let me know if you are here. Please check in and make a comment if you would. And Shirley is here. Welcome. And let me see. What else do I want to say before we get started while we're waiting for some people? It's cold out. I will tell you that after our last weekend's weather that was beautiful, but it is fall, and so I guess that's what we can expect. But we've had a little bit of rain, we've got maybe some potential wet stuff coming later in the week. They say it might be, so we just have to roll with it. So as you know, I have been or maybe you don't know if you're new. So if you are new, whoops, I guess I will pick that up later. I have been following along with the sketches that are on page 22 of the annual catalog. And let me flip you down to my desktop so you can see what I'm talking about. And I have gone through the first 10. And the last couple weeks I doubled up and did 2-in-1 session. Today I'm doing number 11. There it is there. Just kind of a simple little thing, but I have definitely kicked it up a notch today after I did some research. So let's put the catalog away. I don't think I need to go back to that, but I will be showing something in the mini catalog here in a little bit. But this is a bigger layout of it. Let's see, I can get rid of that. I think, there we go. This is the basic layout. Don't pay any attention to the dimensions that I have on there, but it's basically a long piece, a short piece, a short and a long, just offset a little bit with sentiment in the middle. And as I've been saying all along, these are ideas for a jumping off point, and let your creativity, let your creative juices flow where they may go. And don't be afraid to turn things around a little bit if you want to. So that is what I have been doing. I mean, last week I really went kind of rogue and did something really weird. So I won't even go there. So anyway, let's get some cords out of the way here too. Make sure everything's charged. Let's see if I can get my face coming up here too. There we go. Oh, I did it. So I've tried to do most things so that if you're a beginner stamper, you don't have to use die cutting machines. Maybe you need, of course, a paper trimmer. That's kind of a basic for any paper crafting. Some adhesive and some cardstock, and then you go from there. So I think I've pretty much accomplished that this time around. It won't maybe be that same way with all of the card sketches because we may need to use some die cuts along the way. So get my face in there, or I guess it really doesn't make any difference. Anyway, mini catalog. This is going into the second month of our September to December mini catalog. And I ordered something a while ago, and lo and behold, just today decided to open it. And it's on page 18 in the mini catalog. and it's called A Little Bit Festive, 12 by 12. And when I first looked at it, I really didn't pay that much attention to it. And when I looked at the package today, I didn't pay much attention to it either until I opened it. Oh, was I surprised. So in the packet, you get 3 sheets of 12 by 12 paper, and they're double-sided, and that's what shows there. And then, woohoo, you get 1 each of 3 single-sided die-cut designs. So let me show you those. I've taken some of them out because they kind of fell out. And but these are the designer papers, and obviously I've been playing with them, so I cut some up. I love the checker, so I have one to show you that I made with that. And then here's some trees. This would be a great set. I wouldn't call it a kit, but it could be something that could be broken down, shared with kids if they come to visit, and they could just have a lot of fun, along with some card bases and some adhesive. And then this is the one sheet that is left intact that I can show you. But these are just die cuts. There's no adhesive on them. You can just cut them out or pop them out, I guess. Here's one long piece that could be cut up or used as a belly band. You've got some gold designs too. And I'll just kind of pop some of these out as I go. Now you have to look close because there are little gold stars and gold star bursts. And I don't know if I want to take the time to do all of these and put them in the little box, but that's probably the best thing to do with any of the kits that we have. But this is just so fun. You've got hot chocolate, you've got a gingerbread house, lights, trees. There are no stamps with this, but you could find any kind of stamp that you have. For example, like these little, the little banners. And then you have things like this that could go across a card front. You could whip out a lot of cards with this. But anyway, let me get to the card sketch that I'm going to do today. Okay. I decided to do a little bit of research, and I did see this card done by Julie Salva a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to give her credit for what I'm doing. However, she did say that she learned it from somebody else, and that person learned it from somebody else. So when you think about all of the different card designs that we have, okay, let's see, I think I got everything out of there. Somebody has done it somewhere along the way and shared it, and then we take things and make them our own. So let me show you that. And this is one of the pop-outs too, which is basically its own card front that you could make. So I've got everything in this one little box. So I won't lose them. And we got a teddy bear. There's some stars. Okay. And I don't know if you're like me, but I do save these nice thick cardboard things. They're great if you're putting together like a 12 by 12 sampler and a frame. And this adds a lot of good support to your framing. So basically, I don't throw too much away, which you could tell if you ever came to my studio. All right, so what I found was, it's called a puzzle slider card, and it fits the let's get back here again. It kind of fits this format of a long piece and a short piece, and a long piece and a short piece this way. So sit back, relax. I did start with the dimensions and paper cuts, and I don't know if that showed up on the preview, and then the computer kind of took over and I had to continue getting this set up. So I will go in and edit that, but I will go slow and show you how to do this. You're gonna love it. You are gonna love it, let me tell you. So I'll put these away, and let me do something here I don't always do, and I'll show you my prototype. Okay, take a look at it, see what you think. This is with the checker paper, and this is one of the cuts. Unfortunately, there's only one of most of these, so there was only one little truck. So I love that. And this does fit into a regular size envelope. All right, so I'm gonna go kind of slow-ish, and you'll see how easy this is to do. So I have already cut and scored a piece of real red. That's one of the colors in here. And I have scored this at 1 inch and 2 inch on each side. And then kind of accordion fold it so that you have a valley fold and a mountain fold. Valley and mountain. So back and then forward. And it's going to be very important that you crease this very well with your bone folder. So I'll do it on both sides. Have you seen this before, Shirley? Or is this a newbie for you? Now, on the inside, a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 will fit in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Hello, Rose. You're never too late. It's good to see you. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in now. We just got going. I gave a little bit of a preview on this particular card sketch, which is number 11 in the catalog, but I'm kicking it up a notch, and this is really kicking it up. So I will have all of the directions when I can edit the video later. Okay, so that becomes a regular size card. So again, this was 9.5 by 4 1/4, scored at 1 inch and 2 inch, 1 inch and 2 inch. Now the piece that's left over, you're basically going to cut that. The piece that is 12 inches that's left, because that was 9.5. This is, I've already got the pieces cut. This is 2 1/8. And I need 4 pieces, 2 of the shorter ones and 2 of the longer ones. And those are, I've already got them cut, but I'm going to cut them again for you. That takes up exactly a 2 1/8 inch piece that's left over from your card base. If that makes sense. Because I cut this at 4 1/4. So we need 2 pieces that are 2 1/8, which is this way, is 2 1/8. Let me grab my trimmer. 2 1/8, and that's 2 little marks beyond the 2 inch. Wait, did I say this is already 2 1/8? Excuse me. 2 1/8 by 2 1/4. The strip is already 2 1/8, and I need 2 of those. 2 1/8 by 2 1/4. So those are the two small ones. Okay. Next is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and that is exactly what is left on that 2 1/8 inch strip. So this is the way it would go together. You can do it either way, depending upon how you can do it this way and this way, or this way and this way. So when that gets glued to this, I think you can see how it's going to open up and become like a little puzzle. Okay? So I'll put those aside because I do already have cut what I need for the card. It's the same thing. Then you want to cut some designer paper. And I chose this design from the card pack. Now, excuse me, mouth is dry here. What you do need to keep in mind is a direction, if you have a direction, and making sure that your 2 1/8 is along the left side and then the right side on this card. Okay, so I'm going to place those on there. And here's the other piece. So let's go over that again. You need 2 pieces that are 2 1/8 by 3 1/4, and 2 pieces that are 2 1/8 by 2 1/4. And that's what fits those pieces. Okay? Those are the red pieces. Now, the designer paper is, let me put this back together here. Hope it's not confusing. Okay, this piece is 5 by 3 3/4. Let's put this one this way. This piece is 5 by 3 3/4. It gets cut right down the center at 1 7/8. Okay, 5 by 3 3/4, cut down the middle at 1 7/8. And then you make a cut at 3 inches and a cut at 2 inches. And that's what fits these 4 pieces for your card. I know it's a lot of pieces, but once you make one, I guarantee you, you will make more because it was very easy. So let's look back at this one again. that I showed you. So those bases go down on the flap, like you see here, and then we add the designer paper, and then you decorate it. It's that simple. And then I have another one I can show you too. So let's do this. My fingernails aren't wanting to cooperate here. The only thing that you need to remember is this 2 1/8 inch side, and I'll double check to make sure I've got this going the right way. The 2 1/8 inch side has to be down along the edge. And it's 2 1/4 across the top, 2 1/8 this way. Otherwise, it won't fit. And I believe you'll see how easily that comes together. So I'm going to put my glasses on because it makes it easier to see. And I'm going to add some liquid adhesive. And you just want to make sure that it fits up there. And the liquid adhesive gives you a little bit of wiggle room, which mine is wiggling. Then as you can see, this one is going to go over here. Okay, let's go ahead and do that same side though. And you could easily see, if you did get it turned around, that it wouldn't line up at the bottom, so you could get that wiggle room to go back around, okay? So there's that. Now we're going to put the smaller one up here, and this other bigger one down here at the bottom. And they should pretty well meet. I did one where I must have cut it a little bit off and it didn't really meet in the center like that. So what I'm going to do is to hold this down and make sure that it does meet, even if it's not exact on that other side. Because the color's the same, it won't make any difference. And then we'll put this one up here. So the cutting is the biggest part. Just get things cut, and then it's like magic, and it goes together. So I guess that's why they call it a puzzle card. But if you can see, it still qualifies to go with number 11, sketch number 11, because we have a little piece and a big and a big, or a big and a little. Okay, now all we need to do is decorate. All right, so let's make sure that our papers are going in the right direction. And glue those down. And I love this other side of the paper too, but sometimes you just have to sacrifice one or the other. Okay, so let's add some liquid glue to this. So it's only Monday, but how's your week going so far? There we go. go. Apparently I can't talk when I'm gluing. But if you go to Pinterest, which is where we go for everything, and put in puzzle slider card, you will see several other types of designs. Now that's not exact right there in the center, but that's what gets covered up. And I'm always in awe of the people who put these together and share them with the rest of us. And this is a perfect card to, when you open it, it stands up. It could go on the mantle or maybe stick in a Christmas tree. Okay, so I'll need that again in a minute. So here we go. It just opens like that. I am in love. Okay, where did my piece go that I decided to put on the outside? Okay, this is one of the pieces that goes here. Now, the sketch did have something that went across, but you know, these are made to be modified based on how you want to do it. I think it could be made into a pocket card here, Rose. So if you open this up and you could put a strip here as a pocket, it would definitely be a great gift card holder. Great idea. So these are pretty flimsy, so to speak, because that's what they are. They're just ready to be glued on a piece of cardstock. So I decided on the one that I did before to add some of your little strips that you have left over, little pieces, to give it some stability. So I'm going to add some glue to this. I love that idea as a gift card holder. You could also put a belly band around this. That shows just a little bit, so I'll trim that off. And that would make it even more secure if you're going to put something in the mail. And nobody's really going to see this, so let's just grab another little piece to go on the back. And then you could put your sentiment on the inside, but I just think it needs some stability there. You could probably, if you wanted to do a die cut, put a die cut behind it that is much bigger. But I wanted to still give that effect of using it as the card sketch. So now, almost done. And it will pop up, that's okay. You only want to put adhesive on this side. probably should have put a piece of white paper behind this, but I don't think anybody's really gonna pay that much attention to it. Just kind of hold that down. And then on the inside, see, we've got some packages there. You can decorate the inside. Let's see, we've got packages. What else is here? We could put a bow up there. That would be cute. That kind of goes along with the packages there. With these larger pieces, they do have a pop out in the center, but you could decorate with that as well. Let's see, what else do we have? I think I'm going to go with that bow. And for this, I think I am going to pull out some glue dots. I don't use glue dots as frequently as I should, but they are great for small areas, and you just put your paper down on the glue dot and it picks right up. And they're also flat, so it doesn't add any thickness to your card. Sometimes they come off better than others. I think this is kind of an old box, though. You just press, and you can always roll it off too. You can roll it into a little ball if you want to give it some dimension. There, that one's going to come up. And we need a couple more. And maybe one at the end. There we go. So I think that looks pretty in there. And then you could still add a pocket piece at the bottom. And slip a gift card in there and still have room to write any kind of sentiment that you might want there. Okay, and of course, I would decorate the envelope as well, but I'm not going to right now. So there's that one. And let me show you a couple others that I have. Now, there were a couple that I did do as the regular sketch design. And then I happened upon this and then just kind of went crazy. So this one I showed you before. That would make a great little gift card for a little boy who likes trucks. I did this one with the Thanksgiving paper. And that I really do like. Just grateful. And then here's another one. This is more the design that is in the catalog. Okay? And you can do your math however you want to do it to figure out the size that you want. So this is a full card base, 5.5 by 4.25. And this designer paper, I forget where it went. I've been using it a lot. It's the one that goes with all different seasons of the year. And then I cut out some of the greenery and popped it up to give it dimension. Little bow back there, so that one. And then this one just says sending love. And it's that gold paper. Again, it's across the room and I don't have the name of it. And I haven't decorated the inside yet. But that could be a good thinking of you card. It could probably even be a sympathy card if you like. So those are the cards for today. I will put all of those dimensions in the description a little bit later. Oh, and here was my idea for a belly band too. That was one of the pieces in that little kit. So I'm just real excited about the way this turned out today. So there's that one. There's that one. And then this one. So thank you for being here today. Enjoy the rest of the week. Take advantage of the good weather while we have it. And come back again next week and see what I come up with for sketch number 12. There are lots of circles in that one. So that's one that I may use some die cuts or maybe just use some circle punches. So thanks for being here. Take care, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.